Welcome to this Advice video tutorial. In this video you will learn how to add an external OPC UA data source to your Advice project and how to display values. For this demonstration, we'll install the OPC UA simulation server by process and add it as an OPC UA data source. We will then add standard graphic elements from the Advice object catalog, which will display the mirrored data points. First, download the Process OPC UA simulation server. You can find the link to the download page in the video description. In the category Download, choose the software version for Windows. Once it has downloaded, start the installation. Allow changes to your device. Click on Next and accept the license agreement. Click on Next. Choose an installation path and click on Next. Click on Next to start the installation. After the successful installation, click on Finish. The server will start automatically. In the tab Simulation, you can see which variables are getting simulated and can edit them. Go to the tab Status and click on the copy icon to copy the connection address UA TCP. Open the Advice Builder. Under Server, My Server, right-click on Data Source and click on Add Data Source UPC UA. Enter a name for your data source and paste the source URL by pressing Ctrl V and click on OK. Do a right-click on the added data source and click on Browse. Under Objects, right-click on Simulation and then on Copy. Data variables can be mirrored as inputs, outputs, or as in-outputs. From an input from the Advice project, you can only read. To an output, you can only write. From an in-output mirrored data variable, you can read as well as write. Every kind of mirroring has 4 different mirror types. The mirror type node mirrors only the chosen data variable. The mirror type structure without types mirrors the chosen data variables as well as its underlying child data variables, without including the OPC UA type information in the Advice project. For the mirror type structure from data source instances and structure from data source types, there will be an additional video tutorial on object orientation, where we'll take a look at the mirroring of object structures. In the object tree under Server, My Server, do a right-click on Objects and then click on Paste and Mirror, Input, Structure without types. Type in a name for the data structure and click on Yes. Open any data variable with a double-click. You can now see the simulated values of the UPC UA data source. Under Displays, open the main display with a double-click. Add one bar horizontal and the in-out value element to the display. Choose the in-out value element and set the base parameter to any data variable, for example the counter. For standard elements of the Advice object catalog, the base parameter is usually the link to the data destination. Click on OK. Set the parameter Allow direct input to No. As you can't write on a variable from the simulation server, this option prevents unwanted input. Now choose the bar horizontal element and set the base parameter to the second data variable, for example the data variable sawtooth, and click on OK. Set the minimum parameter to -2 and the maximum parameter to 2. Open the parameter category Appearance and set the parameter Post Decimal Positions to 2. Save the display. Open the browser and connect to the Advice server. You can now see the current values of the OPC UA server in your Advice project. Congratulations, you have successfully added an OPC UA data source to your Advice project, mirrored its values and integrated them into a display.